Hello, my name is Anders Larsson, and today we're going to talk about Rebar Label extension or Trimble Connect. The problem today, too much information in the 3D model that the skilled workers use on the construction site. We need processes and tools to make the information easy and understandable. So what does the Rebar Label extension do? It assigns different colors to all the various rebar label groups that we have defined in the project. It creates a list of all the rebar labels group using properties from the IFC model. This helps you find information about the rebars more easily. We started this development process with Skanska, and their goals for model-based construction is that we want to simplify the daily life for the skilled workers and not make production more difficult by taking away the drawings. We want to make the digital tools as convenient and simple as flipping through the paper drawings. And this label rebar extension is for general contractors, subcontractors, BIM coordinators, and all the skilled rebar workers out in the field. So where does this rebar label extension fit into the Trimble Connect process? First of all, from engineering, we get an IFC model that has all the correct information, and it has a basic work breakdown structure. And from that, within Trimble Connect, we start simplifying information. We start breaking down information into smaller digital work packages that we can communicate to the skilled workers out in the field. For them to visualize the correct information, we have developed this extension. So when they push the button for this extension, it will open up and show you the rebar label that has been defined by the project members. An example of this, that we see this brown rebar model. It's an IFC rebar model from Revit, but to visualize it in the correct way is not that easy. So when we apply or use the rebar label extension, we colorize the information and we have put it into groups as been defined by the project team. So let's take a look at this in Trimble Connect. So this is a Revit IFC model, and we're not interested in the concrete, so we're just going to turn that off. Wrong one. There we go. And this model has too much information for the workers to consume. We're just going to focus on one small area down here. So the first thing we need to do down this area, the first thing we need to do is actually to make this into a digital work package, as we've already done. We're just going to isolate that so we only see that one. And then we're going to use the rebar label extension. So when I press this, it's going to generate a list of the predefined labels that we wanted to attach to this project. And if I press one of these, it's going to be highlighted in the model. So you can go through the list and see where all the numbers are, post numbers are. Another thing you can do is you can press one of the rebars, and you see that it's a single rebar in this model. But if you press that, press that group, then you can see where all the rebars are located. So what I've shown you here, that we take a large IFC model, rebar model, where we've all done some pre-work, determine how the digital work package is going to look like. And then we can use the label extension to communicate with the skilled workers so they can see the information that they need to perform their job. Hope you find it useful.